10 things you must never do in public if you don't want to lose power. Machiavelli. There is a silent way people lose power, not through failure, not through poverty, not through betrayal, through exposure. One careless reaction, one needy explanation, one weak laugh at the wrong moment. One room that sees you break frame for just a second, and after that, something changes. People speak over you faster, they test you more casually, they joke a little harder, they respect you a little less. They feel, without saying it, that your center is movable. This is how power disappears in public, not in one dramatic collapse, but in small signals, tiny emotional leaks. Moments when other people realize they can touch your balance. Machiavelli understood something brutal. People do not only judge your words, they judge your nervous system, they judge your restraint, they judge how much pressure it takes to pull you out of yourself. And once they see that you are easy to move, they never see you the same way again. That is why this is not a video about etiquette. It is not about being polite. It is not about pretending to be cold. It is about power, silent power. The kind that protects your image, your weight, your authority, before you even speak. Because in public, being right is not enough. Being kind is not enough. Being talented is not enough. You must be difficult to shake. And there are 10 mistakes that quietly destroy that strength in front of other people. Let's begin. Number 1. Never over-explain yourself. One of the fastest ways to lose power in a room is to explain too much. You know the scene. Someone twists what you said. Someone misunderstands you. Someone turns the room slightly against you. And then you start talking. One sentence, then another, then a clarification, then an example, then another explanation to make sure they really understand what you meant. And with every extra word, you lose more ground. Why? Because people are not just listening to your logic. They are watching your urgency. They are watching how badly you need to be understood, how badly you need the room to repair its image of you, how quickly you become dependent on their approval. That is where power leaks. A strong person does not explain forever. A strong person explains once, briefly, clearly, without panic. Then they stop. Because the moment explanation turns into pleading, you are no longer clarifying. You are asking permission to remain respected. And people can feel that instantly. Say what is necessary. That's not what I meant. My point is simple. Let me say it once, then stop. Do not chase understanding like a beggar chasing dignity. The more you try to force people to see you correctly, the more you reveal that your value still depends on their eyes. And that is weakness in public form. Number 2, never react too fast when your ego is touched. The person who reacts first usually loses first. Not always in the argument, but in the room. Someone makes a joke, a sharp one, a disguised insult, a little public test, maybe about your work, your money, your appearance, your past, your relationship, your status, and you feel it instantly. Your body tightens, your face changes, your voice rises half a step. You answer too fast. And in that moment, everyone sees it. They see exactly where your emotional door is. And worse, they see how easy it is to open. This is why emotional speed is dangerous. The faster you react, the more clearly you reveal your weak point. Machiavelli understood that self-command is power, not because emotions are bad, but because uncontrolled emotion makes you readable, and readable people are easy to move. The answer is not numbness. The answer is delay. Half a second, one breath, one look, one pause before speech. That pause is power, because it tells the room something important. You are not being driven. You are choosing. A man who cannot control his first impulse will always be governed by whoever knows where to press. You do not need to respond to every blow, but if you do respond, do it from stillness. never from injury. Number 3. Never give your attention to the unworthy. Attention is not cheap. It is life. Every time you obsess over a disrespectful comment, an envious person, a manipulator, a fool trying to provoke you, you are paying with your mind. And most people pay too easily. Someone leaves a cruel remark. They think about it all night. Someone tries to compete with them. They shift their focus toward that person. Someone disrespects them. They waste hours replaying the moment in their head. And then they wonder why they feel weak. Because attention is power. Where your attention goes, your energy follows. And where your energy goes, your life bends. Machiavellian strength is selective. It does not react to every noise. It does not kneel before every irritation. Not everyone deserves your thought. Not everyone deserves your reply. Not everyone deserves your mental real estate. This is where many people destroy themselves. They are not defeated by great enemies. They are drained by small people. Protect your attention like territory, because the person who can pull your focus on command already has influence over you. Number 4. Never be too available. People do not value what is always instantly accessible. This is not cruelty. It is human nature. If you answer immediately every time, show up every time, adjust your priorities every time, say yes every time, the message becomes clear. Your time is easy to claim. Your schedule bends quickly. Your presence is cheap, and when your presence becomes cheap, your value follows. Many people think constant availability makes them lovable, useful, good, reliable. Sometimes it does, but very often it makes them easy to take for granted. The world rarely protects what it can always reach without effort. A person with weight is not impossible to access, but they are not open, on demand. They choose. They filter, they protect their time, they protect their rhythm, they protect access to themselves. That alone creates gravity. You do not need to play games. You do not need artificial scarcity. You only need standards. Not now. I'll get back to you. That doesn't work for me. Simple. No guilt. No apology performance. No collapsing just because someone wants immediate access. Because the more available you become, the less people fear losing you. And once people stop fearing the loss of your presence, they stop respecting its value. Number 5. Never help people humiliate you. One of the saddest forms of weakness is self-betrayal disguised as humor. A room laughs at your expense. Someone mocks you a little too hard. Someone crosses the line but hides it inside a joke. And instead of stopping it, you join in. You laugh with them. You add another joke about yourself. You shrink yourself before they have to. Why? To keep the mood light. To avoid tension. To stay liked. To avoid looking sensitive. But in that moment, you teach the room a dangerous lesson. You teach them that your dignity is negotiable. You teach them that you will assist in your own reduction if it helps you stay included. People never forget that lesson. At first, it looks like confidence, like humility, like social intelligence. But repeated too often, it becomes permission. Permission to speak down to you. Permission to keep testing you. Permission to make your image smaller because even you are doing it. A powerful person can laugh at themselves. Yes, but they never laugh in a way that trains others to disrespect them. Know the difference. There is humor, and there is surrender. If the line is crossed, end it. Not dramatically, not emotionally, just clearly. That is enough. Number 6. Never make suffering your public identity is less than #0. 5# is greater than. Pain is real. Stress is real. Exhaustion is real. Disappointment is real. Wounds are real. But if you keep bringing all of it into every room, people stop seeing you as someone going through a hard season. They start seeing you as heaviness. This is where many people lose social power without noticing. They complain repeatedly, explain their problems repeatedly, Broadcast frustration repeatedly. Make every conversation bend toward what is wrong in their life. At first, people empathize. Then they retreat, because repeated pain changes your image. You become the person who always has a problem, always has a burden, always has a reason, always has a wound on display. Not every wound needs witnesses. Not every struggle should become a public pattern. Private pain handled with dignity builds depth. Constant public leakage builds fragility. This does not mean pretending you are fine. It means refusing to let suffering become your social signature. Strength is not the absence of pain. It is the refusal to let pain become the only thing people feel when you enter a room. Number 7. Never fight for the last word with small people. Some battles lower you, even when you win them. This is one of the hardest lessons for proud people to learn. Not every disagreement deserves your energy. Not every provocation deserves your intelligence. Not every fool deserves your seriousness. But many people still step in. They argue, correct, defend, push, keep going, need to win. And while they are busy proving they are right, something worse is happening. They are revealing that they can be dragged downward. That is costly. Machiavellian power chooses the battlefield. It does not let random people decide where it will spend force. There are people who survive by pulling others into cheap conflict. Noise is their habitat. Chaos is their advantage. If you enter their field, you help them. That is why silence is often superior to victory, because some people are not trying to find truth. They are trying to gain access to your attention, your anger, your time. Do not reward them. Not everything must be answered. Not everything must be corrected. Not everything must be finished. Sometimes the strongest sentence is no sentence. Sometimes the cleanest win is refusal. Number 8. Never let people feel how desperately you want to be liked. Neediness rarely introduces itself honestly. It hides behind kindness, softness, flexibility, charm, agreeableness. But underneath, there is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of disapproval, fear of making the room uncomfortable, fear of being disliked. And once that fear starts driving your behavior, your presence weakens. You laugh too quickly, apologize too easily, soften your real opinion, adjust your truth. Say yes when you mean no, smile when you feel violated. Why? Because being liked became more important than remaining whole. And people feel that. A person who needs approval radiates instability, not because they are bad, but because their center depends on other people staying pleased. That kind of presence is easy to shape, easy to pressure, easy to override. You do not need to be harsh. You do not need to be difficult. But you do need the ability to remain standing even when someone does not approve of you. The need to be liked is not a social skill. Uncontrolled, it is a leash. Number 9. Never reveal your plans too early. Immature power loves announcement. Real power loves construction. This is why many people ruin their own momentum. The moment they get a new vision, a new plan, a new opportunity, a new direction, they rush to talk about it. They want to be seen, validated, admired. They want the emotional reward before the result exists. And that is dangerous. The moment you announce something too early, you invite noise into something that still needs silence. Opinions, envy, doubt, pressure, interference. You also create a false sense of progress, because talking about the thing starts to feel like building the thing. It is not. Some moves lose power when exposed too early. Some goals weaken when dragged into the social world before they have roots. Not everything needs witnesses. Not everything needs applause. Not everything should be public while it is still fragile. Build first. Speak later. Let reality announce you. That is stronger. That is cleaner. That is harder to sabotage. Number 10. Never ignore repeated disrespect. Many people misunderstand silence. They think silence always means strength. It does not. Sometimes silence is strength. Sometimes silence is fear wearing elegant clothing. If someone crosses your boundary once, you may choose to let it pass. Twice, you notice. Repeatedly, and you say nothing. Now you are teaching them how to treat you. This is how public disrespect becomes a pattern. A person interrupts you. You let it go. Mocks you lightly. You let it go. Speaks over you. You let it go. Pushes further. You let it go. And because you wanted peace, you accidentally created permission. That is the danger. Every boundary ignored becomes a lesson for other people. They learn how far they can go, how much you will tolerate, how expensive or cheap your self-respect really is. Power does not mean exploding at every offense. It means knowing when clarity is necessary. Don't do that again. Let me finish. That tone does not work with me. We stop here. Short, controlled, final. A person with no defended boundary will always be slowly rewritten by other people's behavior. And then one day they wonder why no one respects them. The answer is simple. Because they trained the world not to. Look at these 10 mistakes carefully. Over-explaining, reacting too fast, wasting attention on the unworthy, being too available, helping people reduce you, making pain your public identity, fighting cheap battles, needing to be liked, revealing too early, ignoring repeated disrespect. These are not small social errors. They are power leaks. That is what most people never understand. Power is not only built through achievement, it is preserved through restraint, through timing, through silence, through emotional discipline, through selective access, through the refusal to let the room feel how easy you are to move. Machiavelli knew this. The world does not only watch what you do, it watches what shakes you, what rushes you, what makes you explain, what makes you bend, what makes you betray your own center for approval. And once people see that, they adjust their behavior around you. That adjustment becomes your reputation, your social gravity, your place in the room. So remember this, not every insult deserves pain. Not every misunderstanding deserves a speech. Not every person deserves your energy. Not every room deserves access to your real center. You do not become powerful by controlling everyone. You become powerful when fewer and fewer things can control you.